Listen to me, it's important. I know, but I'm scared. We have to face this together.
24-year-old Han Se-rin returns to Seoul after studying abroad for 3 years. She's excited to reunite with her older sister Han Jae-rin, the calm and responsible one who practically raised her. But when Se-rin arrives, she sees a man in the living room. Tall, well-mannered, with soft eyes.
Ah, Serin SSI. I am Kang Min-woo.
Jae-rin's husband.
Se-rin Frisis.
Her sister got married while she was away, and nobody told her? But what shocks her more is the man himself. She knows him. He was the stranger who once helped her on a rainy night when she lost her wallet in Busan. She never forgot him, or the warmth in his voice. And now he's her sister's husband. Se-rin tries to keep things simple, but Min-woo remembers her too. "We met before, didn't we?" he asks quietly. Se-rin denies it, knowing the truth would break everything. Jae-rin, however, is glowing with happiness. She talks endlessly about her perfect marriage, while Se-rin notices Min-woo's forced smiles, the quiet tension behind closed doors. The more she observes, the more she realizes their marriage isn't as perfect as her sister claims. Late one night, Se-rin overhears Min-woo and Jae-rin arguing. "Jae-rin, you promised me you'd change. Why are you shutting me out again?" "Min-woo, I'm trying, but you won't listen to me." Se-rin learns that Min-woo lost his job months ago and has been hiding it. Jae-rin feels betrayed. Min-woo feels useless, and the pressure is tearing them apart. Se-rin starts feeling sympathy, maybe too much. One evening, Min-woo finds Se-rin crying on the rooftop after a stressful day. "You don't have to pretend to be strong all the time," he says. That familiar, warm voice from Busan. She breaks down. He gently wipes her tears. Their eyes linger too long. Both step back, guilty, but the tension is undeniable. Jae-rin discovers something shocking. An old message on Min-woo's phone. A photo. A girl with an umbrella in Busan.
Se-rin.
"Why do you have a picture of my sister?" Min-woo stammers. Se-rin's heart drops. The truth unravels. Before Se-rin can explain, Jae-rin assumes the worst. "Did something happen between you two before I married him?" Se-rin denies it, but Jae-rin's trust is shaken. Jae-rin begins acting cold and distant. Se-rin tries to give them space, but Min-woo unexpectedly confesses. "I tried to forget that night in Busan, but after seeing you again, I can't." Se-rin is speechless. Her heart races with guilt and longing she can't admit. Jae-rin collapses during a meeting and is rushed to the hospital. Diagnosis: severe stress and exhaustion. Min-woo blames himself.
Se-rin blames herself.
At the hospital bed, Jae-rin whispers, "Please don't leave me, both of you." Se-rin realizes she can't allow herself to fall for Min-woo. Not when her sister needs her most. Se-rin decides to move out. Min-woo asks to meet her one last time. "If I had met you first, would things be different?"
Serin force a smile.
"Maybe, but you met my sister. She chose you, and you once chose her too." She walks away, tears streaming down her face. Months pass. Jae-rin starts therapy. Min-woo finds a new job. Their marriage, though fragile, begins to mend. Se-rin focuses on her dreams and becomes a fashion designer. She grows stronger. One evening, Se-rin attends her first fashion show. Someone approaches her backstage. A charming photographer named Seo Ian. He smiles warmly. "I think I've been waiting to meet someone like you." Se-rin smiles back, feeling her heart open again. She finally lets go of the past and chooses a future that belongs to her alone. 1 year later, Se-rin stands backstage at Seoul Fashion Week, her hands trembling slightly as she checks the last stitch on her finale gown. She's no longer the shy, confused girl who once lived in the shadow of her older sister. She is confident now, bold, a rising designer. Just before the show begins, a familiar voice echoes behind her.
"Jube grown, an Se-rin."
She freezes. She knows that voice. She turns and finds Kang Min-woo standing only a few feet away. Her heart stops. He looks different. Sharper jawline, more mature, eyes heavier. As if he's lived 100 storms alone. He's wearing a tailored black suit, camera in hand. Se-rin forces herself to breathe. Why are you here? Minwoo gives a small, sad smile. I'm covering the show. Photography is part of my new job. Their eyes lock. For a moment, the world falls silent. But Se-rin remembers everything she swore to forget. Her sister, the pain, the forbidden emotions. She steps back. I can't talk to you. Not now. But Minwoo's voice is gentle, almost pleading.
Se-rin, I'm divorced.
Her heart drops. Divorced? Her sister? Him? Why? When? How?
Se-rin whispers, trembling.
Does Jae-rin know you're here? Minwoo lowers his eyes. She left. She's not in Korea anymore. Those words slam into Se-rin like a wave. Jae-rin and Minwoo sit in their living room. Cold silence between them. Jae-rin's voice breaks first. We're living like strangers. I can't breathe here anymore. Minwoo, exhausted, whispers. So you want to end it? Jae-rin nods, tears falling. You never looked at me the way you looked at her. Minwoo's eyes widen. Jae-rin, that's not true. It is true. Her voice is shaking. I'm your wife, but every time you say Se-rin's name, your eyes soften in a way they never did for me. Minwoo breaks. He doesn't deny it. He can't. And that was the end.
Se-rin feels her knees weaken.
Minwoo. You shouldn't tell me these things. But Minwoo steps forward slowly. I tried to forget you. His voice is raw. But I couldn't. Not even for a day. Se-rin's heart races painfully. Don't say that. Why not? His voice is low, trembling. We met before fate pushed us apart. You were the first person I wanted. And the last person I tried to erase. She turns away, fighting tears. You're my sister's ex-husband. I can't. He gently takes her wrist. Not forcefully. Not possessively. Just enough to make her heart shake. Se-rin, can't we start again? Before she can answer, someone enters the backstage area.
Se-rin.
The show is starting. She pulls her hand away instantly. Minwoo watches her with a wounded expression. Please, don't run from me again.
Se-rin swallows hard.
I'm not the same girl you met before. I won't fall into something dangerous again. But Minwoo's eyes soften. I'm not asking for danger. I'm asking for a chance. The lights dim. The music starts. And Se-rin walks out to the runway, heartbreaking, because she knows, no matter how much she runs, she can't outrun her feelings for her sister's husband. The fashion show ends in thunderous applause. Se-rin, normally glowing with pride, feels nothing but the storm trembling inside her. As soon as she steps backstage, photographers and reporters surround her. But all she sees is Minwoo standing in the corner, waiting for her. She tries to slip past him, but he gently blocks her path. Se-rin, talk to me. She keeps her eyes on the floor. She can't look at him. Not when her heart is betraying her again. There's nothing to talk about. There's everything to talk about. His voice is deep, low, almost breaking. I shouldn't have come tonight. But I needed to see you. She stiffens. Her resolve begins to crack. Minwoo, please. Just let me go home. But Minwoo shakes his head slowly. Not until you hear me. He steps closer. Too close. She backs away, but her shoulders hit the wall. His voice is barely above a whisper. I'm not asking you to love me. I'm asking for a chance to make things right. Se-rin finally looks up at him. And that's when she realizes, his eyes, they're the same. Soft, warm, dangerous. They're the reason she tried so hard to leave him in her past. Minwoo, she whispers. I can't hurt my sister again. Quiet, painful pause. Minwoo closes his eyes for a moment. Then he says the words that shatter her. Your sister was the one who left me, Se-rin. Her breath catches. She left because she knew. His voice is shaking now. She knew I loved you before I ever learned how to love her. Se-rin's heart slams against her ribs.
No.
She shakes her head. No, you can't. Minwoo's voice breaks. I tried to choose her. I wanted to. But my heart always found its way back to you. Tears sting Se-Rin's eyes. Stop, please. But Minwoo steps closer. His voice barely a whisper. Tell me to walk away, and I will.
Se-Rin bites her trembling lip.
She can't say it, even though she knows she should. Minwoo watches her silent struggle. Then he asks softly, Se-Rin, do you want me to leave? A long, agonizing moment passes. Her voice comes out fractured. I don't know. That's all it takes. Minwoo exhales shakily and lifts a hand toward her cheek. Slow, gentle, seeking permission. She doesn't move. She doesn't push him away. His fingers touch her skin, lightly, as if afraid she'll disappear. Her eyes flutter shut. She hates herself for how much she missed this warmth. Their breathing grows shallow. Minwoo lowers his forehead to hers. I shouldn't, he whispers. I know, she breathes. But their lips are inches apart. The tension tightens, pulling them together like gravity itself. Minwoo tries to hold back. He really does. But the moment Se-Rin's breath trembles against his, he loses the battle. His lips graze hers, soft, hesitant, forbidden.
Se-Rin gasps.
And then she kisses him back. Slow at first, then desperate, then heartbreaking. It is a kiss full of everything they tried to bury, and everything they fear. When they finally pull apart, Se-Rin's tears spill uncontrollably. We can't do this. Minwoo cups her face gently. Then why does it feel like we were meant to? Se-Rin shakes her head, sobbing. Because fate is cruel. Because love is unfair. Because what feels right is sometimes the most wrong. Before Minwoo can hold her again, a voice explodes from behind them, a voice she knows better than anyone.
Se-Rin.
Her entire body goes cold. Slowly, she turns, standing at the entrance, suitcase in hand, eyes wide with betrayal, is Jae-Rin. Her sister is back, and she just saw everything. Jae-Rin stands frozen at the backstage entrance. Her suitcase drops to the floor with a dull thud. The sound slices through the room like a knife. Se-Rin's heart stops. Minwoo's breath catches. Jae-Rin's eyes, wide, glassy, trembling, move slowly from their faces, to their lips, and then to the space between them where the truth still hangs heavy in the air. She saw the kiss. There is no hiding it. No explaining it away.
No excuse.
Uni, Se-Rin whispers, her voice breaking. Jae-Rin doesn't answer. She steps forward slowly, like someone walking through a nightmare, her heels echoing painfully on the floor. Her eyes settle on Minwoo first. Her voice is quiet, too quiet. So it's true. Minwoo's jaw tightens. He doesn't look away. He doesn't deny it. Jae-Rin, he begins, but she cuts him off sharply. Not a word. Her eyes, already glossy with tears, turn to her sister. And that's when Se-Rin breaks completely. She falls to her knees.
Uni, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't supposed to. Jae-Rin's voice is shaking uncontrollably. Why?
Se-Rin sobs harder.
I don't know. I tried so hard to stay away. Jae-Rin steps back as if the words physically hit her. You tried. Her voice cracks. You tried? Then why did I see you kissing my ex-husband? Minwoo tries to step forward. This isn't Se-Rin's fault. Jae-Rin snaps.
No.
You don't get to speak. Her voice is fierce, raw, full of all the pain she hid for years. She wipes her tears with shaking hands. I left Korea because I knew something was wrong. I could feel it. In the way you avoided my eyes. In the way you talked about her. She looks straight at Se-Rin. But I never thought you would actually fall for him. Se-Rin crawls toward her on her knees, sobbing. Uni, please listen. I swear I didn't mean for this to happen. But Jae-Rin takes another step back. She is shaking from head to toe. Do you know what hurting me means? Her voice trembles. I raised you, Se-Rin. I gave up my own dreams so you could chase yours. I protected you from everything. Tear rolls down. Except myself. Seirin cries harder, her voice barely a whisper. Uni, please don't leave me. Jaerin looks at her long and deeply, and what she says next breaks everyone apart. I didn't come back for him. Her gaze flicks to Minwoo. Cold. Final. I came back for you.
Serina's breath shatters.
Minwoo looks stunned. Jaerin wipes her cheeks again, steadier now. I came to fix us. To be your sister again. Her voice cracks. But I see now. I was too late. Seirin grabs her hand desperately.
No.
You're not too late. I'll stop everything. I'll end it. I'll never see him again. Just don't leave me again. Jaerin gently pulls her hand away. Not angrily. Not coldly. But with the soft, heartbreaking sadness of someone who has been hurt by the person she loved most. You already chose, Seirin. Seirin shakes her head wildly. I didn't. Your heart chose. Jaerin says quietly. I saw it in your eyes before you even kissed him. Minwoo flinches.
Serrin sobs openly.
Uni, please. But Jaerin picks up her suitcase, steps back, and whispers, I'm not angry. The words stab deeper than shouting ever could. I'm just heartbroken. She turns away, walks toward the exit, stops one last time and says, take care of each other, since that's the choice you made. The door closes behind her.
Serrin collapses, screaming in tears.
Minwoo rushes forward to hold her, but Seirin pushes him away violently. This is your fault. Minwoo freezes. Seirin hits his chest with trembling fists. Why did you come back? Why did you ruin everything? Minwoo grabs her wrists gently, stopping her, his voice strained. Because I love you. She cuts him off with a scream. And I love my sister. Silence. Minwoo's face crumples. Seirin falls to the floor again, sobbing uncontrollably. I can't choose. I can't lose her. I didn't want any of this. Minwoo kneels before her, and softly, painfully, he says, then don't choose me. Seirin looks up, stunned. Minwoo's eyes are red. His voice is quiet but firm. Go to her. Seirin shakes her head. Minwoo. He smiles weakly, brokenly. Go. Fix things with your sister. But what about us? Minwoo's voice catches. He doesn't answer immediately. Then, in a whisper, I'll wait. A tear slides down his cheek. No matter how long it takes, I'll wait. Jaerin leaves the fashion hall without looking back, but her heart feels like it's been torn into pieces. Seirin stays behind, crying in Minwoo's arms until she pulls away and runs out into the night. She needs to find her sister. She needs to fix this. Seirin arrives at Jaerin's old apartment. It's quiet, dusty, untouched, like time froze here after the divorce. Trembling, Seirin calls her sister's phone. No answer. She calls again. Nothing. Her hands shake as she searches the apartment for clues about where Jaerin could have gone. Then she sees it. A small leather diary sitting on the dining table. Jaerin's diary. The one she always locked. The one she never let anyone touch. But now it's open, as if Jaerin wanted her to read it.
Serrin hesitates.
Then slowly sits down and turns to the first entry written after the divorce. Today I signed the divorce papers. Minwoo didn't fight it. He only looked relieved.
Serina's breath catches.
She reads on. I saw the way he looked at Seirin during her visit last year. Not as a brother-in-law. Not as my husband. But as a man who found someone his heart recognized.
Serina's chest tightens painfully.
I wanted to hate her, but I couldn't. I raised her. I love her. She deserves real love. Even if it's from the man who couldn't love me. A tear falls onto the page. I left Korea to heal. But no matter where I go, I feel empty. Not because of Minwoo, but because of Seirin.
Serrin covers her mouth, sobbing.
My heart is pulling me back to Korea. Not to reclaim Minwoo, but to reclaim my sister. Seirin's tears blur the ink. I'm going to her fashion show. I'm going to tell her everything. I just hope she still needs me. Seirin breaks down completely. Jaerin didn't come back for Minwoo. She came back for her. And now she's lost her again. Se-rin wipes her tears and grabs her phone to call Jae-rin again. This time, the phone rings, then clicks. Hello? Jae-rin's voice is shaky. Se-rin's heart leaps. Uni? Uni? Please, where are you? I'm coming to you. But Jae-rin cuts her off. Her voice is weak, strained, broken. Se-rin, don't come looking for me.
Se-rin panics.
Uni, please, just tell me where. I need time. Jae-rin's voice cracks. I need to breathe.
Se-rin sobs.
I'll fix everything, I promise.
No.
Silence. Then Jae-rin whispers. You can't fix something that was already broken. Se-rin's voice trembles. But, Uni. Jae-rin breathes shakily.
Se-rin.
I love you. I always will. But I need to disappear for a while. Se-rin's heart stops. Disappear? Jae-rin swallows hard. I'm leaving Korea again. Se-rin nearly drops the phone.
No.
No, Uni, please. Don't go. Don't leave me again. I need you.
I'm sorry.
Se-rin hears an airport announcement in the background. Her body goes cold. Uni? Where are you? Which airport? I'm coming right now. But Jae-rin whispers the final words before the line goes dead. Please don't follow me. Click. The call ends. Se-rin screams into the empty apartment, collapsing to the floor. Her whole body shakes as she cries. She just got her sister back. And she's already losing her again. The apartment door opens. Se-rin lifts her head, startled. Min-woo stands in the doorway, breathing heavily, as if he ran the whole way.
Se-rin.
I need to tell you something. She wipes her tears angrily. I don't want to hear anything from you. Min-woo steps forward, desperate. This is important. It's about your sister.
Se-rin freezes.
Min-woo meets her eyes, and for the first time he looks truly terrified. Jae-rin didn't just leave me.
Se-rin blinks.
Min-woo swallows hard. She left because she's sick. Se-rin's heart stops. Min-woo's voice shakes. She didn't want you to know. But Jae-rin is dying. Se-rin stares at Min-woo in shock. Her body frozen, her breath gone, her world collapsing again. Jae-rin sick? Dying? The words echo in her mind like thunder. She forces her voice out, trembling violently. What do you mean? Sick? Min-woo hesitates, guilt clouding his eyes. I wasn't supposed to tell you. Jae-rin made me promise. She said she didn't want to burden you.
Se-rin's throat closes.
Just tell me the truth. Min-woo exhales shakily. She has a heart condition. A severe one. Se-rin covers her mouth as tears immediately pour down her face. Min-woo continues, voice breaking. She was diagnosed last year. It got worse after the divorce. Se-rin's chest aches so badly she can barely breathe. That's why she left? Min-woo nods painfully. She didn't want you to see her getting weaker. She said you were finally living your dream, and she didn't want to drag you down with her illness. Se-rin squeezes her eyes shut, sobbing. Uni, why would you hide something like this from me? Min-woo steps closer. She didn't want you to choose between her and your future. Se-rin shakes her head wildly. I would choose her. Every time I would choose her. Her voice cracks into a scream. Min-woo kneels beside her. Then we have to find her. Se-rin's eyes snap open. She's at the airport. She's leaving the country again. Min-woo pulls out his phone quickly. Then we don't have time. He reaches to help her up. But Se-rin jerks her hand away.
No.
Min-woo freezes. I'm going alone. Min-woo's expression shatters. Se-rin, please. Let me help. She screams through tears. I said no. Min-woo flinches. He looks like someone just stabbed him. Se-rin's voice trembles, but her eyes are fierce. You broke her heart. You broke our family. All of this happened because of you. Min-woo closes his eyes, swallowing the pain. I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. But Se-rin steps back. I don't want to see you right now. Min-woo tries again, desperate. Se-rin, please. Don't push me away. Not like this. Her voice is ice. This is about my sister. Not you. She grabs her bag and runs out of the apartment. Minwoo stands alone, trembling, whispering to the empty room. Please don't leave me too. Se-rin rushes outside, voice shaking as she yells for a taxi. Her hands shake violently. Her mind is racing. Airport. Uni. Illness. Leaving. Dying. Everything is spinning. She accidentally drops her phone in the rush. Cracks on the pavement. She grabs it, panting, but it won't turn on. No phone. No contact. Just panic. A taxi finally stops.
Se-rin jumps in, breathless.
Incheon Airport. Please hurry. The driver glances at her tear-streaked face and nods, speeding into the night. Minwoo sits alone in Jae-rin's empty apartment. He drops onto the couch, burying his face in his hands. He hates himself for hurting Jae-rin,
For hurting Se-rin.
for wanting a love he shouldn't want, for breaking the family he tried so hard to belong to. Tears slip down his cheeks. He whispers, I knew telling her would destroy everything, but I couldn't let her lose Jae-rin again. He clenches his fists. I'll wait for you, Se-rin. But please come back. Se-rin rushes into Incheon Airport, breathless, dizzy, heart pounding so hard she feels like she'll collapse. She runs from terminal to terminal, shouting, J.R.I. Uni. People stare. Airport guards watch her suspiciously, but she doesn't care. Her vision is blurry with tears. Her chest hurts. Her legs feel like collapsing, but she keeps running. Uni, please. She checks every gate, every line, every waiting area. Nothing.
No Jae-rin.
She runs to the information counter, panicking. Please, I need to find my sister. Her name is... The airport worker shakes her head. I'm sorry, miss. We can't release personal information. Se-rin slams her hands on the counter. Please. She's sick. She can't be alone. Her voice cracks. Her knees buckle. A guard steps forward. Miss, please calm down.
Se-rin sobs uncontrollably. No.
I can't calm down. She's dying. People stop and stare. The worker softens. Can you show me her ticket? Her flight? Anything? Se-rin pulls out her broken phone. The worker sighs sadly. Without information, I can't help you. Se-rin collapses on the floor, crying hysterically. Uni, please don't leave me, please. She buries her face in her hands. Everything is slipping away from her. Her sister, her family, her future, her heart. Suddenly, a hand touches her shoulder gently.
Se-rin freezes.
Her heart stops. She lifts her head slowly, and her breath catches in her throat. Because standing in front of her, with tears streaming down her face, holding 2 plane tickets, is Jae-rin. And she whispers, Why did you come after me? Se-rin bursts into tears again, shaking. Because you're my sister, and I can't lose you. Jae-rin kneels and pulls her into a tight, trembling hug. People watch quietly as the 2 sisters cry into each other's arms.
Jae-rin strokes Se-rin's hair gently.
It's okay. I'm here. Se-rin clings to her desperately. Uni, don't leave me. Please. I'm begging you. Jae-rin whispers. Then come with me. Se-rin pulls back, stunned. What? Jae-rin shows her the tickets, both in their names. I wasn't leaving you, Se-rin. Her voice breaks. I was trying to protect you. Se-rin's eyes fill with fresh tears. Jae-rin holds her face softly. Come with me. Let's disappear together. Just the 2 of us. Se-rin's heart pounds. But, Minwoo. Jae-rin's expression hardens.
Choose, Se-rin.
Her sister's trembling hand holds 1 ticket out to her. Choose family, or him. Se-rin stares at the ticket in her sister's hand. Her heart shatters again, because she knows, whatever she chooses, will change everything forever. Rain pours over Seoul as the night turns cold. Se-rin clutches her sister's diary in her arms while Minwoo speeds through the city, trying to find answers. Answers Jae-rin never wanted them to know. But the truth is coming for all of them. They pull over at a quiet park, rain hitting the car windows. Seirin stares at Minwoo with swollen, tear-stained eyes. Tell me everything, she demands. Minwoo takes a shaky breath. Jaerin didn't want you to find out. That's why she left. Seirin grips the seat. What sickness? What is wrong with her? Minwoo's voice breaks. She was diagnosed 8 months ago. A rare autoimmune disease. It's aggressive. The doctor said she could live normally for a while, but he stops, fighting emotions. It's getting worse. Seirin feels the world spin. Why didn't she tell me? Minwoo answers softly. Because she didn't want you to carry the guilt. Seirin shakes her head violently. Guilt for what? Minwoo looks down. She thought she held you back your whole life. She believed you deserved better.
Seirin brags.
She screams. She cries. She hits Minwoo's chest in frustration. He lets her, letting her pain pour out. Then she collapses into his arms, weak, shaking, devastated. The next morning, they go to Incheon Airport. Minwoo uses a friend working in airport security to request footage from the day Jaerin left. Seirin stands stiffly as the screen lights up. There she is, Jaerin, wearing a long trench coat, sunglasses, and a mask. She looks thinner, fragile, but still trying to walk strongly.
Seirin's lips tremble.
Minwoo points. There. That's her. The footage shows Jaerin handing her passport to staff. Then, she suddenly weakens. Her hand trembles. Her legs wobble. She grabs the counter for support. A staff member rushes to her. She waves them off and forces a smile. But Seirin sees it clearly. Her sister is ill. Very ill.
Seirin covers her mouth, tears pouring.
Uni. She watches Jaerin walk out of frame. The footage ends. The room is silent. A guard walks over. There was something else, he says. He hands them a small lost and found item sealed in a plastic bag. Seirin's heart stops when she sees it. A plain boarding pass. Destination. Busan. Not abroad. Not overseas. Jaerin didn't leave Korea after all.
Seirin gasps.
She's still in the country. Minwoo nods slowly. She wanted us to believe she left. She wanted to disappear without hurting you. Seirin grips the ticket with trembling hands. We need to go to Busan. Right now. They travel immediately. Hours later, they arrive in Busan. A quiet, breezy coastal city full of memories. Minwoo books a small seaside motel because Seirin is physically exhausted, shaking from stress and crying. But Seirin refuses to rest. She stands on the balcony overlooking the sea. She came here alone, she whispers. Sick, scared, trying to protect me. A sob escapes her. Minwoo gently places a blanket over her shoulders. We'll find her, I promise. Seirin looks at him with red eyes. What if we're too late? Minwoo hesitates, then admits the fear burning inside him too. Then we'll give her every love she ran away from.
Seirin's chest tightens.
For a moment, silence settles between them, until Seirin finally breaks it. Minwoo. He looks at her. Why are you helping me so much? Minwoo stares into her eyes with a mixture of guilt and longing. Because I failed her once. He swallows hard. I won't fail you too. Before Seirin can respond, her phone vibrates. A text message. Unknown number. Her heart jumps as she opens it. Stop looking for me.
J. Seirin's breath catches.
Another message arrives. This time with a location pin. Her hands shake violently. Minwoo steps forward. What is it?
Seirin whispers.
She wants to see us. Minwoo stiffens. Seirin looks at him, tears falling again. This might be the last time. The wind is cold in Busan. Seirin clutches her phone, hands trembling, as she stares at the blinking location pin that Jaerin sent. A quiet seaside cliff. A place their parents once brought them when they were little. A place Jaerin loved. A place people go when they're trying to say goodbye. Minwoo sees the fear in Seirin's eyes and gently takes her wrist. Let's go. They move quickly, but Seirin's heart feels slower with every step. They climb up the stone path to the cliff, the wind brushing their faces. Seirin spots a thin figure standing near the edge, facing the ocean. Her breath stops. Uni! Jaerin turns. She looks tired, pale, almost hollow, but her eyes soften when they land on Seirin. You came. Seirin runs to her and hugs her tightly, crying into her shoulder. Why did you leave again? Why didn't you tell me anything? Jaerin strokes her hair gently. Because I didn't want you to waste your life worrying about me. Minwoo approaches slowly. Jaerin looks at him, and for a moment, guilt flashes in her eyes. You shouldn't have brought her here. Minwoo cuts in softly. She followed her heart, just like you always told her to. Jaerin looks away. Seirin pulls away, wiping tears. Uni, how long have you known you were sick? Jaerin sighs and sits on a stone bench. Almost a year. Minwoo clenches his jaw. Seirin shakes her head, crying. Why didn't you tell anyone? Jaerin smiles sadly. Because I didn't want to live my last months as a burden. Seirin grabs her hands firmly. You're not a burden. You're my sister. Jaerin's voice breaks. Exactly. And that's why I had to leave. You've always taken my pain personally. I couldn't let you drown with me.
Seirin sobs harder.
Jaerin cups her face. I wanted you to live, to love, to be free. Minwoo watches the sisters with red eyes, guilt heavy on his expression. Jaerin turns to Minwoo. You too. Why are you here? Minwoo steps closer. Because you don't get to disappear without letting us fight for you. Jaerin's voice sharpens. Fight for what? The marriage is over, Minwoo. He shakes his head. It's not about the marriage. His voice cracks. It's about you. Jaerin freezes. Minwoo takes a breath that sounds like it hurts him. I should have been there when you got sick. Jaerin looks away, tears welling. We were already broken. Minwoo's voice softens. But you were still someone I cared about. That hits Jaerin hard. Her chin trembles. Then why didn't you love me? Seirin estifens, eart sinking. Minwoo closes his eyes. I tried. A tear falls from his lashes. But He opens his eyes and looks at Seirin briefly before finishing. My heart was never yours. Jaerin sucks in a sharp breath. The truth stings more than the disease.
Seirin grabs Jaerin's shoulders.
Uni, listen. Jaerin tries to turn away, but Seirin doesn't let her. I don't love Minwoo the way you think I do. Minwoo's eyes widen slightly. Jaerin blinks. What? Seirin's voice shakes. I care about him. Yes. And I'm grateful he treats me well. She inhales. But my heart? It never chose him. Jaerin stares blankly. Then why did you look at him like? Seirin shakes her head. Because I was confused. Because he was kind. Because I was lonely when you left. A tear slips down her cheek. But I never wanted something that would hurt you. Jaerin covers her mouth, overwhelmed.
Seirin hooks her again.
I only ever wanted my sister back. Jaerin breaks completely. She sobs into Seirin's arms, holding her tightly, as if she's afraid Seirin will vanish. Suddenly, Jaerin's knees buckle. Seirin and Minwoo quickly catch her before she hits the ground. Uni! Jaerin! Her breathing becomes shallow. Her lips pale. Her eyes flutter. Minwoo lifts her in his arms. We need a hospital. Now!
Seirin panics, crying uncontrollably.
Please don't die. Please don't leave me. Uni, stay with me. Jaerin tries to speak. Her voice is weak, fragile, barely a whisper.
I'm sorry.
Then her eyes close. Seirin screams her name as Minwoo races down the cliff with her in his arms. The sky darkens. The wind grows fierce. And Busan feels like it's holding its breath. Rain pours heavily over Busan as Minwoo rushes Jaerin into the hospital. Seirin crying behind him and begging her sister to stay awake. Doctors take Jaerin into the emergency room. The doors close. A red light turns on. And Seirin's entire world goes silent. Seirin sinks to the floor, shaking uncontrollably. Minwoo crouches beside her, arms around her, holding her as she cries. She'll be okay. She has to be, Se-rin whispers over and over. But Minwoo's eyes show what he's trying not to say. He's afraid she won't. After an agonizing hour, the doctor finally walks out. Se-rin jumps up. Doctor, please, how is my sister? The doctor sighs softly. She's stable, for now. Se-rin falls to her knees in relief. But the doctor continues. Her condition is in the final stage. She may have days or weeks. We can only keep her comfortable. The words hit Se-rin like a knife. Minwoo shuts his eyes, devastated. Se-rin rushes into the ward. Jae-rin lies there, pale but awake, an oxygen tube on her nose. When she sees Se-rin, she smiles softly. You found me again. Se-rin bursts into tears and hugs her gently. Don't talk like that. You're staying with me. We're going home. I'll take care of you. Jae-rin shakes her head weakly.
Se-rin, no.
Uni, please. Jae-rin strokes her sister's cheek. I don't want you to spend your life watching me fade. You deserve sunlight, not my shadow.
Se-rin cries harder.
You are my sunlight. Jae-rin's own tears fall. Minwoo approaches the bed slowly. Jae-rin looks at him. For a moment, there is only silence. Then she says softly, You don't owe me anything. Minwoo shakes his head.
No.
I owe you everything. Jae-rin looks surprised. Minwoo takes a shaky breath. Thank you for loving me when I was too lost to love you properly. Her eyes fill with tears. You tried. Minwoo nods. But I should never have let you walk through this alone. Jae-rin gives a tiny, bittersweet smile. Then don't leave Se-rin alone either.
Minwoo glances at Se-rin.
And Se-rin looks away. That night, Se-rin climbs into the hospital bed beside Jae-rin. Carefully, gently, and wraps her arms around her. Just like when they were little girls. Jae-rin whispers, Do you remember when Appa died? I held you like this all night.
Se-rin nods, crying silently.
I'm not ready to lose you too. Jae-rin kisses her forehead. You're stronger than you think. They fall asleep like that. Sisters, together, wrapped in memories and love. Early morning. The window glows with the orange light of a Busan sunrise. Se-rin wakes up to the warmth of the sun on her face. But Jae-rin is still. Too still.
Se-rin's breath catches.
Uni. No response. Her heart stops. She touches her sister's hand. Cold. Tears flood Se-rin's eyes. Uni, wake up. Please wake up. She shakes her gently. Nothing.
Se-rin breaks.
She sobs loudly, holding Jae-rin's lifeless body to her chest. Nurses rush in as Minwoo runs from the hallway.
Se-rin screams.
Please help her. She was just breathing. She was just talking. Uni, please don't leave me. Minwoo pulls Se-rin into his arms as she collapses in hysterics. The sun rises quietly behind them, and Jae-rin's suffering ends. So, 1 year has passed. Se-rin stands at a small memorial garden dedicated to Jae-rin. Fresh flowers in her hand. She looks stronger, more peaceful, but her eyes still hold the softness of someone who loved deeply and lost deeply. Minwoo walks up behind her. You came early today.
Se-rin smiles fondly.
She always liked mornings. Minwoo places white lilies beside Jae-rin's stone. I still think about her.
Se-rin nods.
Me too. Every day. They stand quietly together. The wind is gentle. The sky is bright. As they walk away from the memorial, Minwoo hesitates.
Se-rin.
She turns. He looks nervous, something rare for him. If there's ever a day you're ready to let someone into your heart. He pauses. I'd like to be there. Se-rin holds his gaze. She doesn't say yes. She doesn't say no. She simply reaches out and takes his hand. A small gesture. Not a promise, but a beginning. Minwoo smiles softly, and Se-rin whispers, Let's heal slowly. They walk toward the sunlight. Two people learning to love again, carrying the memory of the woman who shaped both their hearts. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on notifications for more videos.